Hello, this is a reading for a celebrity that I do not know. This is a general reading for Taylor Swift for the next 6 months. Now go into it a bit more detail. If you'd like a reading with me, you can send an email to duniazad@gmail.com. I have several types of readings available, tarot readings, astrological readings. Usually I write them down. It's not like this. I write them down. Could be in Portuguese, could be in English. What else? This one that I'm doing is 20 euros, as I said. And this one is 10 cards. And it's going to be for Taylor Swift. Please don't sue me. Just a general reading from the 2nd of November, which is when I'm doing it, of 2015, up till the 2nd of May 2016. Okay, and I have like several ways of reading this. And the deck that I'm using is the Renaissance Tarot. Renaissance Tarot? Which cost me 12 euros and 43 cents in a store called Spiral. You can go there. It's www.spiral.pt. I'll put it down there after that. And years ago, I like these mini decks. I like them very much. You can take them anywhere. So, as I said, this is a general reading for Taylor Swift for the next 6 months. Again, please don't sue me. I don't actually know her. I know a tiny little bit of her life, not too much. I like her music very much. I think she has great songs. She has great music. I think she's a Sagittarius. They're always funny. And this reading, I can read it in two different ways. I can see it in two different ways. One, it can be read, again, I maintain I don't know her. I don't know anything more specific about her life. I know she has a boyfriend. I know she's very successful. I know she's very creative. But apart from that, I have no idea. So this can be read in two different ways. One way, in the romantic level. The second way, in a more business-oriented level. So, if I'd read this in the more romantic level, okay, sentimental level, the significator card that came out is the 9 of Cups, or 9 of Chalices. And it's a bit different from ordinary decks. It's like an old man. I say old man because he has like a cane, and he's entering a house, and the house is light up with cups. Usually this card signifies you will obtain your wish. Whatever your wish is, you'll obtain it. So it's a bit different, this card, because in other decks, in let's call it traditional decks, it's a guy sitting really happy, and there's like 9 cups behind him, so he's really satisfied with his life. I would say this person also is really satisfied with his life, or her life, and he's going back to his house, his big house, which is probably filled with joy and happiness and love. Cups is love, okay? So maybe he's like, yeah, returning home with love. I don't know if that makes sense. Like an old man who goes home and finds nothing but love. But she's not an old man. I'm going to read this as the wish card, like a wish granted. This is very good, okay? In the position of what cannot be seen yet, sometimes some people read this as like the obstacle. I don't usually read it as that, okay? I read it as something which is not yet seen. And obstacles are not bad things, okay? Many times an obstacle makes you stronger and makes you or helps you become the person you're supposed to be. If that obstacle wasn't there, you would not be the person you are today. Anyway, I'm going to read it as something which is not seen yet. And it's the Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands could signify her, because if she's a Sagittarius, it's a fire sign. Wands is connected with the fire, the fire element, so it's the Queen. It could be a Sagittarius, a Leo, or a Aries. Could be a woman, not necessarily. Someone late 30s in terms of age, or after 40s. So this woman could appear in her life. Someone who's really charismatic, someone who also has like a talent for business, but mainly because this person is so magnetic, everyone wants to be near her or him. Again, it doesn't mean it's a woman. So this type of woman could show up in her life, really magnetic. When I first saw this card, what I thought was, she wants to be the queen. She's young, she's in her 20s, and she wants to be considered in every way, especially in terms of business, in terms of creativity, because it's Wands, it's a fire sign, therefore it's creativity, it's fire creativity, also it's connected with that. She wants to be seen as an adult, as a queen, okay? Not as a princess, like a pop princess, like as a queen, someone of value, someone you have to speak as an equal. Understand? So, if this is a reading, if this is an interpretation, a romantic interpretation, I would say that she wants to be seen as an adult. Could be that. She feels she's an adult. This is not yet present. This might be something that will come to surface, will come to light in a few months. Maybe she's like becoming this person, and she's not yet this person, but she's getting there. In the position of the basis of the reading, or the root of the reading, we have the Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords could be someone up till the age of 30. Again, not necessarily, but it's usually someone who is not a teenager, someone a bit older, but who's very impulsive, who might be considered a bit selfish, because if he wants something, he just goes and does it. If it's a guy, if it's her boyfriend, he might enjoy like fast cars, really fast cars, and just goes and goes in a very fast way, like in a, that's lots of tickets, I don't know. So if it's pertaining to love, could be her boyfriend could be like this, could be someone from the air element, a Gemini, an Aquarius, or a Libra, someone up more or less to the age of 30, someone who's impulsive, can be seen a bit selfish, thinks about one thing and wants to go and do it immediately, right away, but at the same time it's someone who's intelligent and who's brave, who's courageous, who has the courage to go and fight for what he wants. So it could be her boyfriend. And in the position of the past pertaining to this reading, we have the Six of Chalices, so Six of Cups, and I read this because it's a man and a woman, more like a partnership. So this reading pertains possibly to a romantic, because they're being very romantic partnership. I don't know if this person, I think it's, I don't know who she is with now. I think he's also in the music business. I don't know if she knows him for a very long time, or if she feels very at ease with him, like, or felt very at ease with him, like, oh, like someone, or she has like, or had the type of relationship with this person one has with a childhood friend, like a sort of friendship or love one has with someone from your childhood. If she, I don't know if she knows him for a very long time, ever since she was a kid, or the relationship feels like that, like you've been, like she's with her friend from childhood, if it feels like that. What, or if it was like that in the beginning, okay? If it started out by being friends, like being very generous friends towards a sort of generosity, a sort of friendship which led into love. What she wants, we have the position of what she wants. We have the Knave of Cups. She wants an offering of some kind. She wants someone to propose, or she wants to propose, I don't know. I don't know if she wants like an engagement of some kind, something a bit more stable, could be that. Or she wants a relationship which is always fresh, which is always new, which is always very idealistic. You know, those feelings that you have in the beginning, oh, everything is wonderful, everything is, you know, in Portuguese you say cor-de-rosa, pink. So everything feels wonderful and nice. Maybe this is what she wants, that the relationship is always like this, always, 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 and never dull, never dull. So, and in the position of the near future, we have the Knave of Wands, which can pertain to a message. Someone, she might be receiving a message of some kind. He might be sending a message, or she might be sending a message, some sort of communication. But if it's the boyfriend, I mean, they're probably always talking to each other. A different type of message, maybe. Different. If in the position, or this can also mean a person. Can also mean, like in the near future, a person who's younger than her, probably, from a fire sign. Could be a Leo, a Sagittarius, or an Aries. Could be entering her life. I'm not saying it's like someone wants to date her, like someone new who might be in her life for all sorts of reasons, okay? Or could be a message. In the position of herself, we have the Knave of Pentacles. And again, I would read this as a message. Now, this could be he's playing a pipe, not a pipe, a flute. He's playing something. So she's a musician. So this could be if it connects with this card, it could be like she makes a song for him, for the boyfriend. It's a different type of song. It's a new type of song, but it's very cautious. It could be like that, very cautious, very nice, not a bad song, okay, a nice song in which she tries to tell him something that she doesn't feel comfortable or doesn't have the courage to say directly. So she makes a song and tells him that way. Maybe the message would be, hey, you should be engaged, you know, maybe it's time that you should be engaged, you know. Could be that. But she's very cautious. She's very careful with her words, and it's a nice mellow song. Okay, could be that. In the position of her environment or of the others, we have the Death card. This is not a bad card. This is a very good card. Okay, don't freak out, Taylor Swift. If you're seeing this video, do not freak out. For instance, if there is any type of change in a person, in a family, let's say someone is born, like a baby is coming into the family, this card might show up, and it's the birth of a baby. It's not someone dying, it's the birth of a baby. Death card means transformation, like an old cycle which ends and a new cycle which begins. Okay, so the relationship itself could be entering a new phase. There's a new cycle within the relationship. There's a transformation within the relationship. I'm not going to say she's pregnant. I have no idea, okay? And I don't think it's that. Could be that. Could be like something to do, with the relation. It's transforming in some way. They could even decide to get married. I would not read it that way, but a new cycle is entering this relationship. A new phase. Something is beginning, and something is ending with it also. In the position of the advice, I would read this as the advice. We have the Queen of Cups. Queen of Cups. So the advice here would be to be very wise. Listen. She should listen a lot. She should listen with compassion, with generosity, with kindness of heart. So showing her generosity, showing her time just by listening. Okay, so this also being available to others or to him, and at the same time not allowing the emotions to overwhelm her, because the Queen of Chalices or the Queen of Cups is someone who is wise and knows how to keep her emotions in check. She feels the emotions, she's very generous, she's very kind, but she has the ability to keep the emotions in check. I hope this makes sense. That would be the advice. And in the position of the outcome, we have the Four of Pentacles. Now, this could be read even in terms of a romantic relationship in many different ways. The most positive way would be there is structure, there's stability, and there is grounding in this relationship. This could also connect with the Death card. So this relationship stops being so, how can I say, over the top and romantic and all of that, and it's much more grounded. It's much more stable. So that's good. I mean, even for Sagittarius sometimes don't like that all that much. They like stability. No, they kind of have a problem with that. I'm not saying marriage. I'm just saying stability. Okay. In the less positive way, it can be read as stagnation. So she might feel that this relationship has reached a level of stagnation. You know, it's really stopped, like everything is boring, and we never go out, because she wants to keep the feelings, like the romantic feelings high, you know, bringing flowers, bringing gifts, and as if it was a fairy tale. She wants to keep that, she would prefer to keep that, and then the relationship turns to be like stagnant and boring and always the same and there's no surprises, and it could be like that, or it could be like one within, like could be Taylor, or could be her boyfriend, or it could be both. They're like very controlling. One is very controlling of the other, very possessive. Where are you going? You're going out with who? No, you're not. You stay here with me. So one could be doing this to the other, or they both could be doing this to the other. Don't do it. Don't do it. Just follow the advice of the Queen of Cups. Like, be open to listen to the other person's fears, and even your own. Recognize your fears, but don't be overwhelmed in those fears and in those insecurities. Use wisdom that you have, be wise, be emotionally generous, be kind, and you can assert yourself without being unkind. This would be like the most romantic reading interpretation from November till May, November 2015 till May 2016, in the beginning of May. The other interpretation, which actually I thought of first, was to do with business. I think she's very smart in terms of business. She's young, but she's not dumb. In terms of business, again, your wish will be fulfilled. Whatever your wish is, it will be fulfilled. And something that is not seen yet is maybe you'll be seen or become more like a queen of wands. I don't know. I think there's some sort of prize which is given to composers, right? I don't know what it's called. Maybe you'll get a prize for your creativity, and that prize will really consolidate your talent, will lift you up until to the same height as many others who are artists, who are very well regarded. Could be that you can receive some sort of prize for your creativity, or you want to become the queen, and this is something that is in the works. It's not visible yet. Maybe it will be visible within the next 6 months. So you want to become the queen, like the one who determines every single aspect of your career, not just the creativity part, but every aspect of it, including the business part, the financial part. So this is what you want. You want to be the queen. You're like maybe tired of being considered a princess or whatever, or being considered, oh, she's too young, what does she know? Could be like this. And basis of the questions is again the Knight of Swords, and you might be doing this in a very fast way because you see an opportunity. You probably see a business opportunity. You see it, you identify it, and you go after it immediately because you see it. Others probably don't see it, but you see it and you go after it in a very impulsive way. And maybe people who don't really know you think, oh, she's making the wrong move, or she's being very selfish, she's not thinking things straight. But no, you've identified something and you just went for it, whatever it is. Could be like buying a sort of service. You buy a service that comes out and you buy it for like lots and lots of money, and people think, oh, she's dumb, what she's doing, oh my god, no. But you saw something that nobody else saw, and you saw it. The best is the Six of Chalices. So the best in terms of business, I because of the other cards, I would say that maybe there's a partnership. So in terms of business, So, I don't know, an agent, people you've always worked with since you were a kid, because you're in the music business for a very long time. I would say, I don't exactly know. Someone from the past, someone who helped you uh, since the very beginning, is maybe leaving a partnership, this business partnership, this, I would say business, but I don't know. Someone is leaving you, like, I don't want to say you want to getting rid of him or her, but someone is exiting. Um, and you always were very happy with this person. This person was always generous with you. I mean, you were generous with each other. Someone is leaving. And what you want would be to embark on a new type of music, to do new types of songs, to learn a new type of music. Maybe you're studying in terms of maybe you're studying a new business model, maybe you're studying new ways of making music, new types of music which you've never done before. I don't know. I mean, basically you do pop, right? So new types of music, you're thinking about it, thinking about doing this new type of music, or embarking on a new type of business model, or selling or offering your music to the public in a new way, in a new original way, faster probably. For some reason I thought of streaming services, like a new type of streaming services which is faster than the others. Something like that, a new business model which would, and you're studying it, you're thinking about it still, and which would offer your music to more people even. Also a new type of doing, are you doing new songs, or you want to do new songs, something like that. In the position of the near future, there's a message. So you gonna, within the next 6 months, you're gonna not advertise, but you're gonna put this out there, you're gonna give a message. So it will be like a public message, you know, I've bought this, and my music is gonna go, in terms of selling, on a different route, a sort of message in which you'll be much more clear. But the way you'll do it will be in a very cautious way. I don't think you're saying everything. You're choosing your words carefully, you're being very methodical, very cautious, and you're doing this slowly. Okay, you're still studying it. Probably you buy something, buy some sort of service, and it's not available yet, and you're studying it, studying the best part to take full advantage of this business, of this opportunity. Okay, and there might be a change in your financial and business environment, like a new phase is being born. A new phase, like people will advise you, some people leave and new people come in, completely different people, because this is a different type of business, a different phase of your music career. Again, the advice would be to be an adult, be generous, also be generous, and don't let yourself be overwhelmed by the emotions, because it's be the queen, be the adult. Or it could be like, go to someone who's from the sign of Pisces or Cancer or Scorpio, who's maybe a female, not necessarily, who's older, after 40s, could be 50s, 60s, or even 40s, could be like someone from your family, your mother, your grandmother. Go to someone like this and ask for her advice before you make any type of decisions. This person, whomever this person is, she's a wise woman. I would say woman, but again, not necessarily. And she knows how to be generous and how to be kind and how to be creative, because also the Queen of Cups has to do with creativity. And the result would be, this is the Four of Pentacles. Again, it's like you're keeping whatever this is, you're not fully telling everybody exactly what it is. You're telling just a little bit. You're saying just a little, it's like a new model, it's a new thing. You're not showing all your cards. You're keeping things quiet because you're still thinking about it. What is the best way to take full advantage of this new opportunity, of this new way of doing business? But I would say, again, this is, so the next 6 months, there will be some sort of announcement, but you will not be saying everything. And this whatever it is, whatever it will bring further monetary and financial stability, I would say great. It would increase the money you have, probably. It would increase the financial, the resources, not just financial, but at all levels that you possess right now. But at the same time, you're not fully disclosing what this thing, whatever it is. Just telling a little bit, not all of it, because you're a businesswoman, because you're very smart, because you want to be seen as an equal, because you want to be seen as a queen, not as a princess. And you know how to play your cards close to your chest in terms of business. I think you do. So this is my reading to you, Taylor Swift. I hope everything is fabulous with your life within the next 6 months. If you'd like a reading with me, just for you, send an email to dunyazad@gmail.com. A reading like this is like 20 euros. I mean, you can afford it. If anyone else who's seeing this video would like a reading with me, this type, and it's written down, it's not like this. It's not in a video, it's not talking to it's not an MP3 file. It's written down. Again, it's 20 euros through PayPal, and you can send me an email to dunyazad@gmail.com. And that's it. Thank you very much for watching.